What up, YouTube? It's your boy Burner420 and I'm back with you guys with another highly recommended video. Today on the stream, we're going to be talking about my old Cellie, Joe Gomez, and how he just got sentenced to 14 years in one of the biggest drug busts in Utah history. But before we get into this, please make sure everybody is subscribed to the stream and that everybody has all notifications turned on so you guys know when I drop each and every episode on my channel. If you just got personalized notifications on, you are gonna miss out on certain episodes. All my links are below. After the video, make sure you guys are checking them out and follow me on all my socials. And I got all of my merch link finally on YouTube. So make sure you guys are also checking that out. With that being said, let's get into this. So this right here is Joe Gomez, aka North A Joe. Me and him used to live together for a very long time, for months. He just barely got hit and sentenced to 14 years in prison because he had direct ties to a Sinaloa cartel and he was running drugs all the way from Mexico to Utah. In the article that Fox 13 posted, they tried to make him out to be one of the biggest traffickers ever. Now, Joe used to tell me all the time that he was pushing all this weight out here and all this, but I thought it was just a prison story. People try to hype themselves up so they look cooler in prison by saying, oh, on the streets I was this, I was a shot caller, but yet they don't have money for commissary. Nobody takes care of them, nothing like that. I thought this is what Joe was doing. But I guess not. I guess Joe was actually the plug. He told me this story multiple times when we were locked up. I just didn't quite believe it. Joe was known to be a very funny individual. He made me laugh all the time. So you never really knew when he was joking or when he was being serious, because either way, he's gonna put a smile on your face. He's a funny dude. Matter of fact, Joe was actually in trouble with the gang that both of us used to be from. At the time, Joe used to joke to me, hey, if I'm gonna get whacked or I'm gonna get stabbed or they're gonna send out a green light on me, please don't stab me in my face. Just stab me a couple times in my back, get some blood flowing so you get the credit of doing it, but don't hit me in the face. This was a joke me and him kept throwing at each other. It was pretty funny. If you guys have never been there, you won't really get it. But pretty much we're saying like, hey, we are both in the same gang. Sometimes we both regret being in this gang. So if anything ever happens and you got to get the other person, just don't go 100%. Hit them with a good 40%. Prove a point, get your stripe, and let me move on with my life type shit. Now, one of the funniest stories I got about Joe is one time he was telling me that he used to meet prostitutes at this hotel and he used to pay them. Well, one time Joe said he got catfished by this prostitute. He ordered a blonde. When he got there, it was some chick that was not a blonde. She said, I can be blonde if you want me to put a wig on. And Joe was too horny. He was like, fuck it, let's run it. Joe said he was too in his mode. So he was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm already here. I'm at the hotel. I might as well go inside there and do what I got to do, man. Pay her little $100 or whatever she asked and, get one off. Well, this is when shit kind of turned a little bit and started getting weird. He asked her, do you have any condoms? Because he forgot to bring one. And she handed him a trash bag. And he was like, what is this, a trash bag? She said, yeah, just rip like a piece off. I've had people do it before. Instead of being disgusted like he should have been, like I would have been, you know what I'm saying? He's like, whatever. So he ripped a piece off. He tied it around it and just kind of did his thing. After he was done, he said she was getting kicked out of her room because it was like 11 o'clock and it's when hotels make you check out. Joe said he remembers walking her to her car with bobbleheads with wigs on it just bouncing down the stairs. I'll never forget that story. I laughed for days about it. Now, in the article, they were saying Joe was pushing anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds weekly from the cartels. I feel like when people see Utah, they just think of Mormons. Oh, it's an LDS state. Nothing really happens. Shit don't really go on. It's not that hard. But it's the exact opposite. I promise you our crime rates would surprise you. Salt Lake City, Utah and St. Louis, Missouri have about the same crime rate. After all this, Joe was sentenced to about 14 years in prison, which sucks for him because he does have kids, and by the time he gets out, those kids are going to be grown and he's going to be past 50. But that's the chance you take when you get involved in this street life. I got so many more crazy stories for you guys that you guys would never even think about imagining. Please make sure you guys are caught up with all of my streams and every video I do drop on this channel. And please make sure you guys are subscribed to the stream. I appreciate you guys rocking with me, and just know I got so much more fire content to be released on this channel. So make sure you are subscribed and do not miss out. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And that's facts. Have a good night, y'all.